Top of the top of the top of the y'all. What's up? It's your boy Yo Blizz, and I am back with another one. Now this one, like I'm posting, like, and I haven't posted a lot. Like I said, I've been posting rarely. Like there's mainly just death out there, and I've been trying to fall back from the death topic. Okay, guys, really. Um, Now as far as what people like to watch, that's what people like to see. Now what I'm telling you is this. And I bring this up for a reason. I say this to say that, and I say that to say this. Melo, has passed away. Now, throughout the years, a lot of entertainers, a lot of public figures, a lot of people, influencers, have died. People died. Hundreds of billions of people have died. If there was a war between zombies and humans, we would never stand a chance. Like real shit. Like if the zombies actually had some type of physical abilities where they could, they'd actually really, really wear us out. I doubt that they would be that type of zombie. I doubt that they'd come out like that at all. Like, probably super strong. You really can't kill them, things of that nature. But if that was to happen, we'd lose pretty much. Now, what I'm saying is a lot of people have died in our time. And we as human beings, I don't know, in different cultures, death is treated differently. All right. Now, I'm feeling like maybe I should have been in one of those Indian cultures that like really celebrate death. Okay, guys. Now, like I said, I always say something to say something else. I've been through a lot of death in my life. I've been to over 100 funerals. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. Like, I've been to at least 10 funerals a year. Now, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Almost even attended my own funeral. Like my heart stopped after I got shot, and doctors actually told me, you need to stop smoking because you went down under anesthesia. You went down, you went under. I can't recall anything, to be honest. But this is what doctors have told me. When I came up out of that anesthesia, he said, listen, you almost didn't make it. You got to stop smoking so much. I'm still smoking, but at the time I was smoking cigarettes. He said, I ain't even talking about the weed. That smoke is bad, period, but I'm talking about the cigarettes you're smoking constantly. So me having to go under anesthesia, I'm just coming from a barbecue, and you get what I'm saying, guys? All those things, eating 24 hours before surgery, and I had to get an emergency surgery. Like, it was just, nothing was good in my favor. Now, death is very common to me. I lost my mom when I was a teenager. I lost my dad when I was a teenager. I was pretty much raised by the streets. Luckily, I gained some intellect and some common sense throughout life based on my own. Like, I did that. I chased after that. Like, if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't have any knowledge of anything. So I got to give that to myself now. I give the advice that I've taken from others throughout the years. I give them credit as well. I got to definitely, several people who have been my predecessors, I'm their successors pretty much. I'm their successor pretty much. But my mom and dad, they died really young. All right. And I was really young. I've always looked at death in a way that I'm like, how do you find the words? It should be something that we view. Now, I said earlier that I feel like I should be a part of one of these Indian cultures or something because I view death differently. We as Americans, we've come out with so many other things that maybe should be kept, but things like death that shouldn't be kept. Like, this is coming for everybody, guys, all right? Now, how you died, being held, it's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous, guys. How you died, being held back from the public is ridiculous when the public knows. You get what I'm saying, guys? A lot of people know, or they can gather up some information. Nobody wants to put any indirect information out. You get what I'm saying, guys? Now, there have been a lot of people, like I said, influencers who have died over the years. One of the main ones, I'll bring them up, Dr. Martin Luther King, guys. And I bring him up because his funeral was pretty much broadcasted. How he died, a lot of people seen it, okay? A lot of witnesses there, and it's a lot of shit happened, okay, guys? Now, with that situation, you can actually go and find vid and footage of Dr. Martin Luther King's funeral. You can see him inside the casket. What baffles me is that we've grown to be a less sacred society with the things that we should be sacred about, and less celebrational with the things that we should celebrate. Now, what I'm telling you is, as far as what we understand, transitioning into death is the next step, is a part of life. And if there's anything after that, that's what the person who has died is going to. Now, we take it amongst ourselves here to do things like hide how someone died. People want to know this, especially if you're someone who is revered, someone who people actually care for, that you don't even know, but these people actually care for you. It weirds me out how other people feel like things should be sacred when they honestly shouldn't be that sacred, okay? Biggie died. We know how Biggie died. He got shot the night that Biggie was shot. It was broadcasted. Eazy-E died 2 weeks before Eazy-E died. He broadcasted that he was infected with, well, I'm not going to say AIDS, but some viral disease, because who, like, come on. But regardless of what it was, he gave it a name. He gave people some idea so that they're not left wondering. And even so, in that case, they were left wondering. Now, in the case of Melo, I see that a lot of people are like, yo, yeah, there's like so much disclosure. Listen, guys, I'm actually trying to find out when the funeral is, if it hasn't passed. I'm hearing different things that it has passed already. And if it has, in my prayers, you are, Melo. You are. For real, bro. Like, I actually know Melo. I actually know Melo, okay? From the Atlantic Towers, I used to run into him over there all the time, right? And then all the way down to Linden Boulevard over there by Linden Plazas. It was Atlantic Plaza, then Linden Plaza. I'm like, yo, what are you doing over here, bro? Like, what are you doing, my nigga? He's like, yo, my kid's mom is right here, 760. I'm in 790. He's in 760. Like, I was constantly running into dude. Like, we was on the same Smack DVD back in the day. Now, a lot of people have messed up the age. I was around 14. Melo was like 20-something at the time. So, that Smack DVD, he had actually had his own section in that DVD. This was when I had first seen him, and then I started seeing him on the streets. You get what I'm saying? I was on there doing a little rap thing with them. If you got that DVD, it's the one with Eminem with the gun in his mouth and True Life in Saigon on the other side. If you look at that and you go to the Black Hand section with Chaz, God bless the dead, Chaz from Southside, Jamaica Queen, Black Hand Records, Graf, Sosh, and all them, Prince. If you go there, you're going to see me standing right next to Prince. He got the brown mink on. I got on a brown Padres jacket with the Padres hat on. You get what I'm saying? The all brown joint. And if you look at it, like, you see, I've been around for a long time, around, like, real street niggas. I've never been looking for fame. I've never needed fame. I've never wanted any of that, dog. Like, this came to me. People, I had posted things or comments. Oh, people do anything for views. I wasn't the guy who put anything out there about how Melo died. I still don't know how Melo died. And until I get definitive answers, I would never, ever say something. You get what I'm saying? But I personally know this dude. So when I was putting info out there, guys, these is from people that personally both mutually know him. We mutually know the guy. Get what I'm saying? Blizzle Bless, Fabio manager. That's my brother. You go on my picture, you're going to see me with Bless. I haven't seen him in a long time. Love Bless to death. Every time I see Bless, like, that nigga would see me from down the block. This is my bro. Like, he was trying to manage me back in the day when I was young. And, you know, I'm still the same age as Fabio. If I run into Bless, he'll fuck around and still, y'all might see me. I might do a song or two. I'm really good at that. You know, I've ghost written for several people out there. Lots of people. Battle rappers you guys listen to. All, but off subject. What I'm saying is I know a lot of people. I've met Ritario before. He don't even remember. Before our interview that we had, that little typing interview, right? Before that even occurred, right? I literally had ran into him. I was at the spot on Malcolm X, and I was in there getting some food. I seen him walk past. I'm like, yo, what's good, fam? I come outside. I'm like, yo, what's up, family? Yo, Ty, what up? Like, you finna show respect, like, dapped him up and well wished him. I guess that happened so much to him. He forgot. Like, I don't remember all these niggas right here. Like, but after that, I started to speak to Ty regularly. Wish him happy holidays. You know, we follow each other on, what's this shit called? Instagram. We follow each other. So I've been speaking to him now. As of late, I've been reaching out to him. And I know that everybody's sad and they going through what they're going through. That's a tremendous loss. There's somebody who orchestrated something absolutely tremendous for these guys. Like, this is someone who is a pillar, literally. Like, this is the top of the totem and they lost it. Now, there's been a lot of circumstantial issue that I've spoke on. That has been set in stone. Things have happened. We don't know exactly what caused the relapse of Melo. And we're not talking about a drug relapse. We're talking about the relapse of his mental state. Okay? And people hear the word relapse and they automatically think drugs, when different things relapse under different circumstances. It's not just, you don't just relapse and go back on drugs. You can relapse and go back into depression. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's different states of where, like, relapses occur, like different things that they can, you know. So as far as that, when you hear that, it's a mental state. Now, what people have explained to me is that mentally Melo has gone through episodes in life. And unfortunately, some of the most stable people do. Like, you see them at sometimes, you be like, wow, this person is amazing. Like, this person is on the top of their game. But like I said in my last video, they fall just as hard as they rise. Now, this Melo situation is a sucky situation. I don't feel like, back to the other subject, I don't feel like people should be hiding Melo's reason of death or how he died. I don't feel like that. We got the Sun saying he overdosed. Overdosed on what? Melo smoked weed and drank liquor last people knew, if he drank liquor. For sure he smoked weed, though. For sure he smoked weed. Now, as far as his death being hidden, it's like the Pop Smoke situation. Why hide? We know how Pop Smoke died, okay? We're going to be private when this man has millions of fans with his funeral. We're going to be private with his funeral instead of broadcasting it to the fans. Listen, when I die, and God bless, if it's soon or later on in life, God bless, right? No God forbids any time, like, because there's no need to forebode something that's going to happen regardless, right? Should be no fear in death. All right? Now, what I'm saying to you is this. Like, why hide it? There's countries out there, several, like, they dress these people up yearly, going to visit their family members, like, and they treat them as if they're still alive, even though they're dead. They don't even bury them. But this country, this place, the people in it, was so sensitive about death. Now, I'm not desensitized to death at all. I'm also saddened, regardless to the hundreds of funerals that I've attended, regardless to any of that. I'm still saddened, but it's still that that question mark that's left for fans. You got people scratching their head. Somebody that they really you didn't know him. They didn't know him, right? But people develop a care for somebody, especially through his situation, and people want to know how he died. People want to hear what happened, good or bad. But there's no good way to die. To be honest, in your sleep calmly, it's still sad. Grandma 99 is still sad. Spent a lot of time with grandma. You remember those times. Spending times with people. Now, the way that I view death is like, okay, I remember them times, and I'm not gonna get sad about the times that I had a good time with a person. I'm gonna smile about that. It hurts, but look how many people go the wrong way about their train of thought after losing someone, and they end up hurting themselves. God forbid, killing themselves. We gotta learn to be different about death out here. From the way that we treat public figures dying nowadays, because back in the day, you've seen public figures in their caskets. You watched them go out, from mob bosses to public figures, like political figures like Martin Luther King, and revolutionary figures like him and Malcolm X, regardless to any of the scruples that they may have partaken in. You get what I'm saying? Now, what I'm like, I'm 100, and I'm gonna always be 100. I'm never gonna be a false news, like you'll never see that. That's why these people come and steal most of my story, right? They mix it in with whatever mumbo jumbo they find elsewhere. Then you guys come and it feels like it's been convented from me when it hasn't. So my disclaimer is, I didn't know how Melo died. I never put out a wave that he died. And I would like for the comments to stop if you're not going to watch the full video. If you're not going to watch the full video and see what was said, then don't comment. All right? Because I have not placed a reason out there. I have not put out any info as to how Melo died. Okay? All we know is that he has transitioned on, and he's on his solar journey right now. I want to bless him, and I want to wish him the best on that. I want to wish the Respect Life family the best. You get what I hit Ty up. I said, yo, listen, I'm a great actor. I got my own shit on. I got my own profile on IMDb and all that. I'm on a little movie myself, and I actually did really good. I try to tell my boy, put me down, man. He like, yo, we good right now. A lot of people, family and all that. But if something come up, I got you. Then I asked him. No, I didn't ask him to be on it. I asked him to write. Then I asked him to be on it. It's the other way around. He like, yo, if something come up, I'll figure that out, man. But right now we good, And they definitely already got a certain cast. But I asked him, I said, listen, bro. And that would probably be big, because I get a lot of views talking about Respect Life, and then they're on. So that would probably be a big, like, if I was to end up on that show, they'd be like, oh shit, like Blizz is on the show with. So that would be cool too. But like more or less back to what I was speaking on. With Melo, right? I don't feel like you guys should be hiding how he died. I don't feel like anybody that dies, especially a public figure, I don't feel like the reason for them dying should be held back from people that actually cared for them. I just don't feel like that's the better thing to do. Because there are a lot of people who are like, damn, Melo died and nobody still really definitively knows how he died. But the rumor out there is standing because nobody's saying how he died. And saying nothing is worse than saying something in the first place. Because you giving people, it's like you not returning and putting up your own video saying, okay, well, listen, this is how Melo died. And I'd like for y'all, the Sun and all these other CNN and everybody who tried to pick it up when they had nothing, to stop lying. You get what I'm saying, guys? And that's all I'm saying. Like, once again, RIP to Melo, man, and respect life, guys. Respect life. Shout out to the whole Respect Life team. I hope you guys carry on. I hope you guys are working. Ty's been writing. I see. If you guys need help with the script, pick up. Like I said, like I already asked Rotario. I'm a great writer. I have ASCAP, BMI. I have everything. I'm a great writer. I've been doing it for years. Like, you name it, like, I come up here, none of this is actually written or promptu, nothing. Just, I'm saying what's on my mind. I think that that's the best way to come off for people. Listen, guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want official news from the streets, I got a lot of stuff that I have not put out. I refuse to. We got a lot of guys, the family and all these guys, their context is different now. I don't see how that picks up so many views. Not taking a shot, but I'm being honest. When you take news reports, right? You put news reports up there, and then you let the whole news report play, and then you reiterate what the news report said. That's not dope. But somehow the brain of human beings thinks that that's how it's supposed to be done. So I guess if that's what's going on, I'll try that. We'll see what goes on. All right, guys? Like, because that seems to be what everybody's doing to get these views on YouTube. I'm not even thirsty for them, to be honest. I want to give you guys facts, and I want to speak about the realer things going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a theoretical or feel like one of those guys up here. No, we're not going to do all that and play with the theories. Just real. Peace, my guys.